Alrighty boysies, how yous doing? How yous doing this fine day? Welcome to live from the dusty old man on home video store. And that's right boys, we're pitching the roster for a Sega fighting game. Now I've went with calling this Sega Smackdown Megamix because there was Sega, oh fuck, what was that called? Sega something Megamix, that was like the name of the fighting game I'd done before. And I was like, you know what, I'd like the Sega and then followed up by an S. So there we go, we're going with Sega Smackdown Megamix. Now that I'm reading out, that's an awful title, but how you doing boysies? So, we are going with 26 in the main roster. Is that 26? My brain isn't... Yeah, 26 because I looked up, that's what Smash Melee had. Now, I would love to go chuck every single one of these characters here on the list, but we're going to have to make some cuts. And I've got ones that I've made myself. So I just want to thank Maximum Ninja MW who made this really nice list, this like roster full of its own one. So, aye. And I've got a final boss there. Actually, I've got 7 DLC slots. And I've also got a final boss one. Which, if I tell you the final boss, my whole pitch gets taken away. Or gets given away. So, we'll go over that at the end. Better have my boy Rodea the Sky Soldier in there. Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't know if Rodea's made the cut as far as these characters go, but I've got a few that I'm putting in myself. So, we're going to start off with the obvious picks. So, let's be completely honest here. We could not make a fucking Sega fighting game out of Sonic. He's Sega's fucking main boy. He's the one that, he's your Ryu, he's your main guy. You know, you can't do one without him. But doing Smash Bros. With Mario. I'm gonna be completely honest, boys. He's a lot of Sega franchise. I'm not super. I don't know a crazy amount about. Like there's your man, Mr. Shemnu down there, but I don't want to overload it with Sonic characters. But I don't think physically you can do a Sega crossover game without at least having Tails and Knuckles down there. Now, would Tails fight in a mech? I don't know. We're not sure. Actually, you know what? Just for talking's sake, let's put him in a mech. Actually, no. Let's put our next guy, Eggman, in the mech, and there we go. Alright, I promise that's all the Sonic characters I'm putting in. So we've got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, my boy Big Heavy Hitter, and Eggman. Maybe put him in a mech. Maybe make him like a King K. Rool type character. You know? Maybe what's the boss you fight in Sonic 2? The Mad Egg Bot, I can't remember what it's called, but anyway. And then Shadow. But of course, we need to give Shadow the motorcycle, we need to give him the fucking M16, we need to give him all sorts. So aye, there we go, that's all the Sonic cards I'm putting on the list. Maybe we'll put some in DLC, so right now we're in the main roster, we've got the 26 spaces, so we've got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, Shadow. Right. Moving on to a franchise I really like, Streets of Rage. So I think we need to get Axel in there because we need your sort of because let's be honest, Sonic, even though Sonic's like our main character, he's not gonna have the more Ryu moveset, which is like, you know, the everyman or the, you know. So I think that Axel kind of fits the more Ryu moveset, right? And if Axel's there, we need to have Blaze because Blaze is fucking awesome. I really like Blaze. Can you guess? She was the one I played as in all my fucking whenever I played Streets of Rage and then them. I'm gonna go with Skates because I think Skates gonna have a lot of really unique and interesting moveset, especially if he's scooting about there with Sonic and shit like that. Skates could be really cool. Oh, now looking at, because Streets of Rage has a really cool roster that really could work in a fighting game. Oh, but I need to make cuts somewhere. So right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 from the main roster. Cool. So. Oh, next up we've got Jet Set Radio, a series I have never played. I'm so sorry, Jason. I think legally Sega is making me put a Jet Set Radio character in there. Not that they're doing anything with the franchise. I know they announced they're making a new one or they're doing a remake, whatever, but that seems like fucking years ago. But I think we've got to put Beat in there. I think sort of parkour, the parkour sort of spray paint style could be pretty cool. Like, I feel that he'd transfer quite well to a fighting game, especially if it's like a platform fighter, kind of like Smash. Let's just say, in theory, that Sega Smackdown Megamix is like a Smash clone. You know, kind of like PlayStation All-Stars type. So we've got beat. I put gum in there, combo cube. Nah, don't think they make a cut. Maybe in DLC. Speaking of things we need to put in there, Knights. I have never played Knights. I just know Knights pops up in all of these Sega Superstars, Sega Superstars Tennis, Sega All-Stars Racing, you know? And I'm guessing Danica Patrick is owned by... Right, I was actually going to put Danica Patrick in this, but then I looked up Danica Patrick and she's a fucking mental conspiracy theorist, and I was like, no, I can't put her in. Charmy... Nope, Charmy's getting cut. Charmy is the first one on the chopping block. This one might be controversial. I'm not a big Virtua Fighter guy. I've tried it. It's just not my favorite fighting game. It feels very slow paced. I know that's the thing, you know. But I played the first one because I remember playing that in arcades, and it felt like a worse Tekken 1, which it kind of is, because I think one of the guys that made Virtua Fighter 1 went and done Tekken. But so I'm gonna skip Akira. I'm gonna skip Pai. I'm gonna skip Jackie and Sarah and Kage. But out of the Golden Axe roster, I feel we're gonna put Big Gilius Thunderhead. Your boy, he could be really fun with his smash, or not smashes, his like ultra, or whatever you all call them, super moves. Being when they use the little when they like, maybe he could, if he hits people and does so much damage, potions could drop, and if he picks them more up, his like ultimate move is more powerful. That'd be kind of cool. Or maybe like use him mainly as a Beast Rider. I think that'd be interesting as well. Right. But I don't want to use a crazy one. Oh, here we go now. Found another one. Fucking Joe Musashi from Shinobi. What a name for a ninja. Ninja Joe. But Shinobi's fucking awesome. Specifically Revenge of Shinobi, which I played a shit ton on the Sega collection for the PS2. Not that I'm awful at it, but I really like that game. And yeah, ninjas are... Yeah. Charmy's final for that Pentas comic should be a stage. Yes, man. He was in that Sega All-Stars racing, right? Yeah, he was. Big Joe. Because I think I remember laughing at that then and then going like, oh, fuck. No, he is actually important. Right. Do we need to put Alex Kidd in? I think we need to put Alex Kidd in because, well... He was Sega's boy before Sonic, wasn't he? I've only played one of his games that was a more modern one. Like, it was alright. I can see why Sonic overtakes him, because Sonic's a lot better designed than Alex Kidd. I'm sorry if there's any Alex Kidd stands out there, but right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, halfway through the roster and we've not got any big... Right, I'm going to have to be a bit tighter now, but... Actually, I'll save DLC for afterwards, because I'm looking at the roster. There's still tons of people I want to include there. Right, so looking... Ulala, I can't fucking talk. Ulala, I think we need to put in. I think she'd work kind of well as like a Wii Fit fighter, you know? Why is Miku there? Well, Miku is owned by Sega, I believe. Alex Kidd flipping the doubles because he's a Stone Cold Steve Austin in this game. He's a wild card. Right, I'm just looking, so... Oh, do I need to put Samba de Amigo in? Oh, fuck, I guess, yeah. Samba de Amigo, there we go. There's your boy. For the one Samba de Amigo fan. Something like that. Ricky and Mary, what are they from? Is that Alien Swarm? Is that say? Is that Bonanzaverse? Robo and Mobo. Yeah, they're not making the cut. Red from Gunstar. I love Gunstar Heroes, but oh, tough. I need to be tight. I need to be tough. I'm sorry, Red and Blue and Green from Gunstar Heroes. And what about BD Joe and the rest of the guys from Crazy Taxi? Do they? I don't know if they relate well to a fighting game. Like, get a stage in there based off Crazy Taxi. Like, maybe it's like the... What's that stage I'm imagining Smash Bros. Where it's like you can fall to the bottom of the stage, but there's like cars flying back and forth. You could do something like that maybe. Or maybe you're fighting like the F-Zero one and you're on the... Maybe you're on the taxi as it's driving through. That could be kind of cool, you know? But I'm going to cut the Crazy Taxi cast. I think I need to put in Mr. Shimune in there. I think Jason would literally show up in my house and murder me if I didn't put him in there. Oh my god, I'm already having to get looking at a thing. There's a lot of Phantasy Star characters, holy shit. And I'm so sorry, boysies, for anyone that loves Phantasy Star. Anyone who's a big fan of Amy for Phantasy Star. Or Chaz. Fucking Chaz. Sorry. Did not expect a Phantasy Star character to be called Chaz. But Chaz is not making the cut. But, you know who is making the cut? The cut. Billy Hatcher, my boy. Wee Margaret Thatcher, the... Billy Hatcher, there we go. Yes, man. Billy Hatcher's getting in that because Phantasy Star would be like Fire Emblem, makes about having 20 characters in the game. King Billy Hatcher. Yes, man. That thing is like, but Phantasy Star they'd all be very similar-ish. I've only ever played one Phantasy Star game, and that was Phantasy Star Universe on the PS2. It was fine. It was an offline MMO basically, but it was fine, you know. There's a Chaz and Yu-Gi-Oh! His English language is a catchphrase. Chaz up. Oh, he's a kind of goth-looking guy in GX. I fucking loved Yu-Gi-Oh! GX growing up, but we're moving on. We're talking about Vector. Oh fuck, Vectorman Meister. I've got to cut. Oh god, I hate this. Because I've got... Right, you know what actually? You know what I'll do? Let's have a think here. Let's have a look. Who are we definitely putting in? So... I think Bayonetta needs to go in. Bayonetta's really unique, really cool, and I feel that she'd be a really good match. I know she's in Smash. So that's easy. Just port over Smash. Don't tell them what you're doing. Just just copy her out of that. Like word for word and move for move. Code for code. There we go. Even just say model. There we go. Save money. What about sketch for Comic Zone? Oh god, right. Puyo characters. Honey from Fighting Vipers, isn't she like a serial killer or some shit like that? Oh no, I mean that was the art that made her like a serial killer. There's an artist that done a lot of work on Honey and made her like really fucking cool. But anyway, moving on. Altered Beast. I don't know if... I think they put in something about Altered Beast, but what we'll do is we'll see the werebear, the weredragon, and the werewolf. We'll count them as one. So let's just say, yeah, Altered Beast. Maybe he's like a Pokemon trainer, and he just keeps like he can transform in between forms. Like you're just a big roidy boy, but maybe you get powered up in your rage form as one of the beasts. Depends on like maybe if you press like down and special, you turn into the rhino. If you press up and special, you turn into the dragon. Something like that, you know. I had that exact thought looking at them. With the same person making it. That's it. The Council of Michaels have agreed that the Altered Beasts are in there. Right, I'm looking down. Who else are we getting? I think I'd love to get someone from House of the Dead, but do they... Actually, no, I see one. Zobo and Zobiko I think they're called. So they came from a House of the Dead 4 spin-off, which was like an arcade game, and that he's like a big roidy zombie, and his girlfriend's like a smaller zombie. So you could, if anyone's played Mortal Kombat 10, the fighter Ferrator, kind of like that, or Master Blaster from Beyond Thunderdome, where she could be on his back and he's like doing the big heavy hits. And you could do their sort of super or final smash, whatever you want to call it. Maybe that is like, that turns to a light gun segment and you see all the heroes from House of the Dead just suddenly, and then you aim kind of like, oh fuck, who is it that does that? You know that instant kill item in Smash, where it's like if you get the 3 things that you can aim and instant kill someone, kind of like that maybe. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, 6 more. 6 more. Do we put Michael from the Conduit in there? I don't think we do. Who? Sega Z-Star. Thank you, Patrick. Is not getting in, I'm afraid. Can we have Costello somehow from the much better House of the Dead movie? Absolutely not. Right. Right. I think we need to put Vice from Sky's Arcade in there. Otherwise, Jason will turn up to my house and murder me. Vice, Sky Pirate, pretty fucking cool. I think he'd work well again. Right. Yakuza. Because every cunt from this series could be in here, but I'm gonna say, because let's be honest, we need to sell DLC here. So I've got some ideas for DLC. See if there's any obvious ones, they're probably left for DLC. But I'm gonna put, again, do I want to put anyone from Valkyria Chronicles in there? Like, Valkyria Chronicles is important to Sega, because it's like one of the only series they make apart from Yakuza and Sonic. But would they work well in a fight? Because isn't Valkyria Chronicles like the horror of war and shit like that? You already have Vice. Vice was in. Oh, is there two Vices? No, Vice is from Sky's Arcade. Was he? Wait, did he turn up in Sky's Arcadia? What? Anyway, getting over this. We're putting Kiryu in there. Because, well, again, I think next to Sonic, he's possibly the biggest Sega all-star, as it were, you know? That is actually when he gets the most games. He's like free DLC. Ah. Right. I legally need to put II in there. Like legally, because he's in everything Sega, and he's one of the, like, again, one of the few franchises that push. So that's 11, 22, 23, right. I'm looking at these boys, these guys. Oh, right, okay, no. Right, I'm gonna add a couple that I've made up. So give me 2 seconds. So, boysies, these ones, some of them are just for me. So the only one I'm not putting as my final boss. But, boysies, have you ever heard of a game? This is the one where I'd be showing off at a big trailer. And have you ever heard of a game called Dynamite Cop or Dynamite Deca? Because Dynamite Deca and Dynamite Cop are really fun 3D beat 'em ups, but they were ported over here and given a license. Does anyone know what the license was? No, Dynamite Deca was given the license of Die Hard. So, boysies, he's found a place. John McClane is in Sega All-Stars or Sega Smackdown Megamix. As soon as I found that out, I was fucking howling. I was like, no, I need to get him in. I need to get John McClane in there. Oh, it's the best. And that's the thing, because I was looking up, oh, Pulseman's going to show up, Mikey. I was like looking, and I was like, oh, did I get something Dynamite Cop? And then I was like, wait, no, fucking, let's get John McClane. Pepsi Man, oh. Right, okay, this one is a wee, right, so I've got Kid Chameleon here. I'm going to put, right. So, actually no, I'll save this one to the end, because that one's got a wee bit explained to do, because I'm not having him as a character per se. Right. Then I'm putting in, so Astal, this one is weird. He is for, actually no, did I make Astal DLC? So Astal is from a Sega Saturn platformer called Astal, which is actually meant to be pretty good. But, did we put him in over, because I want to give a Sega Saturn some love. Because no one else does apart from Protomia. Do we put Astal in there? What do we think, boys? Is Astal getting cut? Some reason I made up Astal. Fuck it, let's cut Astal. But I said there's only a few things that are still published by Sega, and one of them is Persona, and I think Aegis works the best as a fighting game, so we get Aegis in there. I'm biased, boysies, and honestly, see when I think Sega Genesis, it's not owned by Sega, but I think of this game, I think we need to put Rick by Splatterhouse in there. Because when I think of like the best Sega Genesis games, the ones that come to my mind are things like Shinobi, Sonic, and Splatterhouse. That's like in the sort of contention there. That's 26 then. I've got one I want to put in for myself. This one is purely for me. So, boysies, has anyone ever played a game called Guardian Heroes? I adore Guardian Heroes. Absolutely adore it. Actually, there's not one I want to talk about. Leave me alone. It's a feature creep, Mikey. It's how you end up with a game never coming out. Right. So, has anyone played a game called Guardian Heroes? So, Guardian Heroes is a beat 'em up, and it is the best beat 'em up of all time. It's like a beat 'em up RPG hybrid. Now, I was like, how can I get a character in that? Because there's really cool, really diverse characters. But one of the final bosses, Lord Zur, oh, I've dropped him somewhere, who is a comedy vampire. Oh, I think he looks like a vampire. I think he's just a Tory, basically. he's like this regent who's like, I'm going to rule on forever, and he gets powered up, turns into Super Zur, who looks like this big Super Saiyan vampire. But I want to put him in because of his super move, the Zur Cannon. So the Zur Cannon is, he unzips his trousers and a giant beam, like I'm talking fucking Super Hadouken, comes out and blasts you, and it is the most devastating move in Guardian Heroes. And I was like, no, I need to get fucking Lord Zur in there. Also, this one's for me. This one's for me, boysies. Right. So, do I hear my pitch? So, my pitch for this game is, I'll put the final boss in there, and that'll make sense myself. So, basically, I can't like going over a quick story synopsis of what the thing is. So, Eggman, say Dr. Eggman here. Dr. Eggman is sick of Sonic fucking him up, and maybe looks into cross-dimensional travel and shit like that. Teams up with another madman who builds, you know, giant empires and tries to like take over the world, but maybe in a different way. Because, boysies, the main bad guy, or the final boss of Sega All-Stars Megamix, is one Zodic the Hellhog. Because Eggman teams up with Michael Reynolds of Illbleed. And then, let's be honest, and then you have a big massive boss fight against Zodic the Hellhog. And you finally get Yuji Naka's creation vanquishing that fucking monster in Illbleed. Mainly because I wanted to give Jason a wee way, you know? But I couldn't really find Eric, because would Eric will fit in as a character? I don't know. You can maybe put a stage in for Illbleed, but I think having a final boss like Zodic the Hellhog, and also that means I get to put Michael Reynolds in the story in his, and I need to actually figure out if he's a fucking, this is just fan fiction, but is he a monster or is he a guy in a fucking suit? We'll never know. Maybe if you keep beating the story mode, Sonic wears less. But anyways, moving on. So that is our roster. Wait, no, I've got one more, don't I? 28, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh, I've got one more. This one's just for me, boysies. Because our final playable character is Tempo. Now, I have only just found out about Tempo. Tempo is a grasshopper who is in a music-based platformer called, funnily enough, Tempo. And it came out on, I want to say, the 32X. This game is fucking class. Tempo is so fucking good. He could be like a rhythm-based fighter. I thought it could be really interesting, you know? So Tempo's my pick for the final one. Who is Boy? Oh, Boy from Wonder Boy. I see who you mean. Right, now we're moving on to DLC. So, I've given myself 7 DLC because that's as much DLC as Smash on the Wii U had. So we have seven characters. Right. Wonder Boy's not making the cut. Thing is, I was like, did I put Rouge in there? Did I put Charmy? Did I put Big? Big would be fun, I think. But I'm going with Estelle from Streets of Rage, and this is a me pick. This is a completely Mikey pick. And if you're asking why Estelle, if you're thinking, oh, Mikey's just fucking putting in ones he likes, yes, and I will show you why Estelle. Let me just find the picture first. So I want you to put yourself in the mindset of, well, me, of Mikey. And that's Estelle. And now you see why Mikey has put Estelle in. Yeah, that makes sense if you're in the mindset of Mikey, and I'm the director of the game, and I'm completely in charge. Estelle's going in there. She's a boss who becomes a playable character in Streets of Rage 4. She's like a special forces type that's been sent to hunt you down, and she's fucking cool. And I was like, out of all the Streets of Rage characters we can make, like Cherry would be kind of cool, Mr. X would be cool because he's Rue, because let's be honest, a fighting kangaroo is always really cool. But we went with Estelle because, well, you know, we need to sell something. Right, Who else are we putting as DLC? I think it'd be silly not to put Miku in as DLC, because that's one you could put on your fucking TGS and people would go fucking mental. Like your trail, that'd be a big trailer, you know. I'm talking this would be Kingdom Hearts level of and Smash levels of hype when people go, oh shit, it's Miku, you know. Because so I think Miku is DLC, and also that means if you can do a rival battle, Miku versus Ulala, I thought it'd be kind of fun, you know, something like that. Right. So we've only put Kiryu from Yakuza in there. So I think if we put Majima as DLC, that would sell as well, the same way Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts sold really well. Not Kingdom Hearts, Sephiroth in Smash. And let's be honest, people fucking love Majima. So much so he's literally getting sold as the main thing about that fucking pirate game, you know, that's coming out. Because Like a Dragon is... I'm not saying it's jumped a shark, but it was, you know... The pirate one's just fucking mental, you know? I need to play more than Zero, but that's the only ones I've really played. But anyway, so... Estelle, Miku, and Majima. I think that's a good sort of pick for DLC so far. Who else can we put in there? Oh, do I choose? I feel I don't want to say too much from Persona because I'm a bit biased because Your All Die Here loves Persona. I could literally fill it up with just different versions of Majima. Okay, this one's for you, boysies. There he is. It's Pepsi Man. Because it's why not get Pepsi Man in there as DLC? Actually, let's get him in as free DLC. So let's put him at the very end, maybe right at the start. So maybe he's like a cross-promotional free DLC, so... +1, there we go. He's a +1. So he isn't counting, he's not part of the season pass. He's like, you know, maybe if you buy a can of Pepsi, you get a code on it, and then you fucking, I don't know, you scratch whatever the fuck, and then there you go. Oh, Sega, that's a good choice. Ooh. Yeah, Sega Sanshiro. Actually. There we go. Maybe Sega Sanshiro is like just a human, like a real. Oh, he's like everyone else is like cartoon. He's like real. I think we need to make him like the Akuma. You know, like if you beat the game in so many times, maybe like you get a big sort of cutscene about your bit of fight, Zodic, and then he just comes in and fucking bodies Zodic, and then you fight Sega Sanshiro, and if you beat him, you can play as him. Right. We've got 3 more for DLC. Wait. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So 4 more for DLC. Who would sell on DLC? Again, this one's for me. Get Jack from Mad World. Now, we'd have to be a bit... So I don't know if Sega wants to see, excuse me, Jack ripping Sonic's head off, or literally cutting Ai in half, but we'll see how it goes, you know. What do we think, Jack? Would he be in? Because the cunt's literally got a chainsaw for her hand and just fucks people up. He's from Mad World, which is a great wee game. Right, 3 more as DLC. 3 more as DLC. Oh, I really want to put fucking Michael from the Conduit in there because look at him. Look at him. Oh, speaking of devil, there's Bruno from Dynamite Cop. That's who they changed to... What's his name? That's who they changed to John McClane. Right. Who else is DLC? Oh! It's your boy. It's Sam from Vanquish. Jesus fucking Christ, this biggest roster gonna be. There's a better Conduit character who should go in. Who's the... I'm afraid there's only one. Well, this roster's gonna be 28 characters. 7 DLC plus the free Pepsi Man and 2 final bosses. How you doing, Ross? No Pulse Man on the list, I'm afraid. Who else do we put in as DLC? Ah, I know. So I've not played much, but I know that Landy's a big deal. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Landy's the main bad guy of Shenmue, and he's like a kung fu master, I think. Who's I don't know, he's killed your dad or whatever. Not bad. Not gonna be on for, but oh, don't worry, I'm not gonna be on for much longer either. I'm going off just in time for Michael starting. Right, who else did I put in here? House of the Dead, but I've already got Zobo and Zoboko in there. Or Zobio and Zoboko, I think it's called. And we've got Gilead, so we've got, I'm trying to think, so we've covered all the bats when it comes to like the roster, I think. Oh, not roster, like big franchises, like we've not made any big cuts. And see if there's one here that's like obvious, like say Crazy Taxi and stuff. I mean, Michael's live now, he's in, yeah, we'll raid into him then, don't worry after this. I think there's stages, but as far as a final DLC character, oh, I don't want to put in just another Yakuza character, but well, actually there's, sorry, is that Pulseman? Is that Pulseman there? Is that your boy? Yeah, it's him. You know what? Just for you boys, because you've been asking, I think we put Pulseman in there. I've never played a Pulseman game. So there we go, boysies. That is your roster. So, first up on the main roster, we have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Eggman, and Shadow. We have Axel, Blaze, and Skates. We have Beat, Knights, Gilius Thunderhead, Joe Musashi, Alex Kidd, Ulala from Space Channel 5, Amigo from Samba de Amigo, Rio from Shenmue, Billy Hatcher from Billy Hatcher, funnily enough. We have Bayonetta. We have the man in Altered Beast, because I can't remember if they give him a name. I don't know if we should. Actually, you know what? Let's give him a DLC costume, or like an alternate costume where he's the one from the fucking edgy PS2 game, where basically he's got like 3 different forms, you know, shit like that. So he's your Pokemon trainer. That's a perfect way to explain it. Like, he's got a core form and he can transform to ones. Anyway, Zobio and Zoboko from House of the Dead representing, because you need to have a House of the Dead representation. Vice from Sky's Arcadia. Kiryu from Yakuza, or Like a Dragon, whatever it's called now. Ai from Super Monkey Ball. John McClane from Die Hard Arcade, or Dynamite Deca, whatever you will call it. Igus from Persona, specifically the Persona 3 Reload version. Rick from Splatterhouse. Lord Zur from Guardian Heroes, and Tempo from Tempo. But some of them are just for me, boysies. They're just my ones, you know. The Beast, Mr. Beast, Barist. Oh, Mr. Pulseman's what Game Freak done. And what I'll do, so your free DLC with a can of Pepsi is Pepsi Man. Then what we'll do is I'll have some fun here. I'll move this around. So I think if we do it in this release order for DLC, your first big one at like Evo or TGS or whatever E3 variation is gonna be, you know, you want your one with all the YouTubers watching when Miku appears as the fucking first DLC character. Then we've from Project Vocaloid. Then we have Estelle from Streets of Rage, because it needs it. Look at Rhea Ripley. Big roidy girls are in. You never played Mad World? Mad World's good. I only played a little bit of it, but it's good. Wait, who owns No More Heroes? Anyways, then we've got we've got Jack from Mad World. We have Sam from Vanquished. Because I think, see, if you've got like speedy characters, you could really bring his like sliding a bit. As his main gimmick is he does the power slides. That'd be kind of cool. Landy from Shenmue, Pulseman, and the final DLC character, maybe Pirate Majima. We'll see how it goes. And the final bosses, because we're all playing in Michael Reynolds' world of Illbleed. The final boss is Zodic the Hellhog, and the secret fight is against Sega Sanshiro. So, boysies, that is my pitch. Where's the cover? Where's the cover I made up? This is my pitched roster. Oh, that's much bigger than I thought it was gonna be. That's a shite cover. I mean that. For Sega Smackdown Megamix. So let me just get rid of the logo. And get the cover. I'll make the cover a bit smaller, so you just get another look at the roster. And there we go, boysies. So thank you so much for joining us for pitching Sega Smackdown Megamix. I'm not sure what thing we'll do next, but aye, take care of yourselves. Someone's thinking Anarchy reigns, that's it. But anyway, boysies, thank you so much for joining us. I've been Mikey, you guys have been absolutely fantastic. Hopefully I'll catch you when I'm pitching my next game. But aye, see yous.